What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz, the man, and I'm back. Feels good. With another nighttime edition video. I know y'all like these episodes, but in this video, I'm going to talk about dating. Dating is so interesting. That's why I always love talking about it. Getting to know about people. It's a really scary and curious place to be in. But as you know, your guy is here to help as much as I can. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the mistakes that a lot of people are making in dating. But in this video, I'm going to specifically talk about the mistakes that you are making in the first hour of your date. Because I know sometimes you wonder, like, why didn't he hit me back? Or why didn't she hit me back? Or why didn't it work out? I thought the date went well. But yeah, maybe it did in your brain. So we're going to talk about those things. But first, I just want y'all to be aware that if you like these videos, if you like these type of topics, subscribe to your guy, Sealz the man. I'm here for it. Like, comment, talk about it in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And share this video to anyone that this may help, because sharing is caring. So, on that note, let's get to it. The first thing I want you, Sealz the man, to stop doing in the first hour of your date is being on your phone. In fact, just put your phone away, but don't put it away too far because it might be a crazy dude you're with. So make sure it's close enough, but put it away. Put it in your bag, because I'm sure all y'all got those big bags. I just don't understand, but that's a whole nother video topic, okay? But yes, put your phone away, because in a date, you're trying to figure out this guy. So you don't want to miss out on any information that may be important to you. And this also goes for men too. Put your phone away. You can look at the sports scores later on, because you don't want to miss out on any mannerisms that she's giving you, any signs that she's giving you that she may not be feeling you. You want to pay attention, both y'all, both genders. Well, you want to pay attention to the situation, to the person that you are in front of. You are dating for a reason. You're trying to see if this is a match. And a phone is going to be nothing but a distraction. And if you feel like you need to have the phone or be on your phone, that probably means the date is going bad. And if the date is going that bad, you might as well end it. But if you're deciding to stay, put your phone away. Wow, that rhymed too. I be rhyming on accident, yo. It's crazy. Your guy Sealz he's good. The second thing I want y'all to stop doing within the first hour of your date is talking too much about yourself and leaving no space for him to talk. What did I say in the beginning? In dating, you're trying to figure out the other person. You're trying to figure out if they match your vibe. You're trying to figure out if their morals fit your morals, all that good stuff. You're trying to figure out if they fit, period. So how can you figure out this person in front of you? How can you find out this person if you're talking about yourself? Like, okay, we know you know yourself. We know that already, because you are yourself. So in dating, you're supposed to, the goal is to figure out the other person outside of yourself. So there is no need to obnoxiously and overly talk about yourself, because that is his or her job to figure out about you. On their part, they're going to ask you questions or bring up things to figure out about you. You don't need to present that. And it's okay to tell, certain things about yourself. It's okay to tell, tidbits about yourself, but to overly do it not only turns him or her off, but it gives signs of narcissism. It gives signs that you care about talking about what you know about yourself more than figuring out this person in front of you. That's not a good sign. And you may be scaring him or her away. And also, what this does is take away the time from him or her to talk about themselves, for you to learn about them. If you're just talking about yourself, you're giving them no space or time or place to rebuttal, to reciprocate. Dating should be a two-way street, not a one-way. And also, you don't want to push them away. The third thing you want to avoid, based on my brain, this is my perspective, take it with a grain of salt. You don't want to ask too many personal questions in your first encounter with this person. And here is why. In the first date, especially in the first hour, you're trying to warm up to this person. It's like in the winter time when you get in your car, you're supposed to let that bad boy run a little bit. 30 seconds, I believe they say. But you cannot get in your car when it's 0 degrees out and just start it up and bounce. That's not how it works. So this first encounter, the first time getting into this vehicle, you have to warm it up. You have to talk. You have to to speak to each other. You have to feel each other out. So the first things you should not be doing in the first hour is asking what his blood type and social security is. What's wrong with you? See, now you're looking scary. Okay, Sealz, you took it a little too far with those questions. But asking personal questions that you should not be asking in the first hour, that can scare people off. You want to warm up to those type of questions. You see, there's levels to communication. There's levels to talking to someone, and there's levels to talking to someone new to you. You should not start on level 5 when you are just talking to someone. You just met someone. You have to start at level 1. Start at the foundation, basic level. Fill this person out. Say hi. My name is so and so. Like, just start it off. You know what I'm saying? There is going to be a point that you are going to ask these personal questions, because personal questions are important questions. But you want to warm up to that. And it might not even happen in the first date. Because a lot of times in the first date, you're just trying to know this person. You're trying to see if this person fit. You're trying to see if this person is who they really are. There's online dating and now. And so you have to knock out the first introductory things, right? Usually personal questions come little later in y'all dating situation. So one thing you don't want to do is make this an uncomfortable first encounter. And that is another reason why a lot of dates do not last after the first one. Piggybacking off of that third point, the fourth point is, the fourth mistake that a lot of people make in the first hour of their date is making it feel like an interrogation. Listen, we agreed to go on a date. I think I like you and I think you like me. I want to meet you. What I didn't do was commit a crime. So why do I feel like you're interrogating me right now? So you don't want the person that you're on a date with to start thinking these things. So how can you make a person feel like they're in an interrogation? For one, like the third point, asking too many personal questions straight off the bat. No warm up, just straight. Like, 2, ignoring what they're saying and just talking about what you want to talk about. Example, hey, I like sports, I like cars, I'm a salesman. Oh, okay, yeah, oh, that's cool. So do you have any children? I like going to museums, and I like, talking to students in schools, and I'm a very, community person. Oh, okay, that's cool, but what's your credit score? Like, you do not want to just cut people off from what they're talking about just to talk about what you're talking about or want to talk about. That's inconsiderate, that's selfish, and it's real crazy vibey. Because in interrogations, it's usually one-sided. It's one person trying to get information out the other person and not really considering what that other person is saying to them. It's usually one-way street. You don't want that. Y'all both trying to figure each other out, right? You want it to be a nice, healthy flow between the two, back and forth. It should never be a one-directional stream from one person to the other. Never. Also, you don't want to make it feel like it's an interrogation, because a lot of people don't like bossy people. And I'm one of those people. I don't need you to boss me. I don't need you to talk to me like you're my boss. I don't need you to be bossy to me. I just need you to talk to me like I'm a human. And I will do the same for you. Respect. Mutual respect. That's all I ask for. So, you really don't want that vibe in the first encounter with someone. And you may be a bossy person naturally. I know, my mom is one of those. She's a really bossy person naturally. And sometimes people like her don't know that they are bossy unless they're told. And they're like, oh, I never knew that. I'm sorry. And it's okay. It's because they're naturally, that's just their personality. They're not doing it out of spite or trying to be bossy. So it's kind of hard to communicate that with someone you just know. It's kind of hard to tell someone that they're being bossy in their first encounter. It's like, how can you do that, without messing things up? And plus, you don't know this person. So, and the last thing I want y'all to consider and think about, and not make this mistake in the first hour of your date, is not being confident in the value you bring, and or being overly confident. You see how those polar extreme opposites can be problems to your first encounter with someone in a date? Because I'll start on the lack of confidence. Lack of confidence can make someone nervous And that nervousness will translate to how they talk or their posture or their mannerisms in that date. If you let your nervousness override your presence, it will be so evident. It will be super apparent to the other person. And your nervousness can make that other person nervous. And that's just a nervous situation. You don't want that. Instead, Sealz the Man wants you to be confident in yourself, period. If you haven't watched all my videos, I preach confidence. I want you to be confident. I want you to know you deserve everything you want in life. So in every date you go into, I want you to be the boss. I want you to go in there like, hey, this is me. And if you can fit me, great, let's continue. I want you to think like that, okay? I always want you to know that you are worth it. On the opposite end, being overly confident is also a huge problem. Being overly confident can make you talk too much, like another point I made, because you feel like you need to show how great you are. Being overly confident can make you miss out on giving them a chance to talk about themselves, because once again, dating is figuring out the other person and seeing if they fit you. But if you're overly confident, it's like you're already made. And now you want to see if they can fit your madeness. Being overly confident gives a cocky vibe that a lot of people cannot handle, me included. I do not like cocky people. You could be great in what you do. You can be good in what you do. That's cool. But you should never have to boast that. You should always let your actions speak for the things you can do. I do not need to hear you. I do not need to have your words convince me that you're good at something or that you're a great person. Let your actions speak. And if you are overly confident, that can be a detriment to your date, to your first encounter, especially within the first hour. So based on all these points I made, I want to strongly emphasize that they are important to not do, right? Because for one, you do not know this person. You do not know how they're going to react to certain things. And even for sarcastic people like me, right? I realize I can't be sarcastic with everyone because everyone can't handle sarcasm. Everyone can't handle wittiness, right? So in dating, in figuring out someone, you have to figure out if they can handle that sarcasm, if they can handle that wit of yours. There's just certain things you shouldn't do. You should warm up to figure people out first before you do certain things. And that's what it's all about. So I hope for all you people out there who are dating, and to those who even watch my videos just to hear me talk, appreciate y'all. I hope this will help. And if you know anybody, your children, grandchildren who are dating, share this to them so that they do not waste so much time on dating like I did in my past. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you for all your support as always. Peace and blessings. Good night.